I'm just leaving my camp and I passed Deer Run Resort that had a big sign that said, "We welcome hunters." Look at this tree. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I only have my cell phone. I'm on my walk. I was going to hug it. Hug a tree. This tree is huge. Here, I'll walk away from it. Maybe there. Look at that. Look how big this tree is. Almost in width, circumference, it almost rivals some of the redwoods. It's humongous. Out for my morning walk. When I drove in here the other day, I drove past an old church and a graveyard, and I think it's only about a mile from camp. So heading down there this morning to take a look, check it out. Looking forward to exploring the old church. Emmy Lee died October 1899. I don't know if you can see that. That's the oldest one I've found. Just a few years after the church was built. Oh, here we go. Here are the old ones. 1897. And J.W. Farmer. It's interesting. I've been seeing this a lot in the cemeteries, the old cemeteries. J.W. Farmer. He's just J.W. Farmer. But P.D. is the wife of J.W. Farmer. It's interesting, right? The property. The chattel. Yeah, that's those two right there are the oldest ones. 1897 and 1899. Oh, the bugs are terrible. The rest of them are like 1930s and later. 1920s, 1930s. And there's a lot of Hambies. And I'm wondering if the locals who stopped and talked to me last night, I'm going to have to ask them if I see them again, if they're Hambies. A lot of Hambies here. Hamby back there is like Hamby Corner. And he said his grandmother had a house on where I'm camped. And his family's been up here for 100 years. And he said all the people around are his cousins. So this was their land until Wildlife Management bought it. So I wouldn't be surprised if they're Hambies. Maybe Hedgecoths. Those are the biggest names I'm seeing here. (2014). That might be the newest I've seen. Phone's tired. Wanna go back? I have about a 1.5 mile walk back to camp. I know I should have brought water. I didn't think it was this far. Let's go. I had seen signs for a town or a citywide flea market, and a couple of, I don't know, somebody the other day asked me if I was in town for it, and I don't really know what it was about, but I've been seeing signs all over town, like literally like 10 square miles, signs for space for rent. So I think it's going to be pretty big, and I'm a little worried about going into town, but I need supplies. There's like a 5-mile stretch here that I already came through once. That's really, really congested. Me, I'm just trying to get back to my forest. America's favorite pastime, right? Spend, spend, spend. Hello, guy. Are you alive? I know you are. Your head's up. Hey, pretty. This was my second camp in Catoosa Wildlife Management near Crossville, Tennessee. I moved because the other one was, like I said, I felt like I was in somebody's backyard. And this is, there's not as much private property around, but that is the entrance to the wildlife area down there. And if you see right there, I noticed after I parked, it's a shooting range. Cute little quaint me. I thought it was archery. I went down there and realized it was a shooting range. So I was like, oh great, on the weekends I'm gonna have some guns, and I did. But then late last night, literally like 1 o'clock in the morning, somebody came out here shooting. I swear, my luck with this stuff. But I'm not feeling quite as comfortable here. I don't feel unsafe. A couple locals again stopped by. One guy came by the other night. I had a fire and tried to invite himself to dinner. A bunch of young guys on dirt bikes came the other day and borrowed my jumper cables and offered me a beer. So, you know, of course I didn't take it. I know I have to say that. So it's not been a bad place to camp, but I am very exposed. There's a good amount of traffic. This area over here is a camping area, and I thought about camping in there, but there's not enough sunshine. I'd only get a couple hours for my solar panels. But while I've been here, one night, a car came in and parked in there, probably a lover's lane thing. And just this morning, there was a truck in there, just kind of sitting in there. So, you know, I just do prefer to not be seen so much, but not bad. It's not bad at all. Love my water pump. Yeah. Okay, I'm all packed up. Let's hit the road. You ready? Let's see if I can get out of here. It's been raining like crazy the last couple of days, and I'm on the grass, but I came out and tested it a couple times. It's nice and firm. So even with, I think, almost an inch of rain yesterday, it's not muddy. I shouldn't have any problems getting out, but we'll see. Capone is so smart. He's starting to recognize when I'm packing up. He never sleeps in his bed. He doesn't like his bed. But lately, the last month or so, when I start packing up, that's where he plops himself instead of in the back on my bed. Are we going, bud? All right, let's pack up. And of course, I try to leave every camp cleaner than I found it. So this is a bag of garbage. It's a shame that most people go back to garbage service at their homes. I don't. I have to find garbage cans at grocery stores, and I have to clean up after other people. But that's my little contribution to saying thank you to using public land. I clean it up. Right? Right? Want to go?